political and economic difficulties, bustling cultural and scientific life. The period between the two world wars faced numerous political and economic difficulties. Despite this, utilizing the educational results of the Austro-Hungarian monarchy and the new cultural policy conceived by Kuno Klebelsberg was an indisputable success. Hungarian experts developed a great many technical inventions registered and acknowledged worldwide in this 2.5 decades period. These inventions are now important everyday items of our lives. Kuno Klebelsberg played a prominent role in the reconstruction of Hungary after the shock of World War I and the Treaty of Trianon in 1920. He served as Minister of the Interior and Minister of Religion and Public Education from 1922 to 1931. As Minister of Religion and Public Education, he fundamentally influenced Hungarian educational and cultural policy between the two world wars. Klebelsberg believed in the enormous cultural values of Hungary and in the superiority of the people living in the Carpathian Basin. In order to promote development, he worked to improve the institutional system of Hungarian public education by implementing various reforms. He regarded culture as the main driving force of development to be extended to more classes of society. Klebelsberg's policy addressed the entire school system, from elementary schools to universities. Primary education was particularly important in his era, which brought a fall in illiteracy and the rise in cultural level of society. All these reforms were conducted by the Hungarian government, which was facing grave financial difficulties after the ratification of the Treaty of Trianon. The 1926 public school law enacted 6-year-long compulsory education and the designation of school districts, along with the funds for school buildings, all stone structures from there on. During his term in office, approximately 5,000 classrooms were built, even in remote areas of the country. It was under his term that universities, originally established in the territories lost after Trianon, were moved back within the borders of the now much smaller Hungary. As a result, the Bratislava University was relocated to Pécs, Cluj University to Szeged, and the Stiavnica Mining and Forestry Academy to Sopron. New institutions like the College of Physical Education and the Teacher Training College in Szeged were established. Another one of Klebelsberg's objectives was to advance scientific life in Hungary. He launched a scholarship program, which enabled the most gifted Hungarian students and young researchers to study and conduct research abroad. Vienna, Berlin, Rome, Paris, Münster, Geneva and Pavia received Hungarian students who later became nationally and internationally renowned scholars representing Hungarian scientific life. Facilitating the above-mentioned initiatives, a network of foreign institutions was established abroad. The Collegium Hungaricum in Vienna, Berlin and Rome were the most significant. Beyond providing support for Hungarian students abroad, these institutions conducted remarkable cultural missions, such as uncovering and publishing archival sources preserved in Vienna and Rome. István Hajnal, an outstanding historian and archivist of the period, carried out research in Vienna entrusted by Kuno Klebelsberg to explore historical documents pertaining to the fate of the Kossuth emigration to Turkey. István Hajnal is considered to be the founder of Hungarian social history. The period between the two world wars boasted a diverse and rich cultural life. 3 characteristic intellectual trends emerged in literature by the 1930s: national conservatism, pro-reform, and popular. The first one had the greatest impact and gained overwhelming popularity thanks to the support of the ruling elite and the readers' needs. Ferenc Herceg, one of the most celebrated writers of the era, was a member of this group. However, this period brought rejection for many. Imre Kovács, a writer of peasant origin, was convicted for releasing his work titled Silent Revolution, and the now renowned poet Attila József was advised against teaching by university professor Antal Holger on account of one of his poems, With Pure Heart. Hungarian music between the two world wars was of very high standard. Both progressive and traditional works of the two most outstanding and also internationally acclaimed artists, Béla Bartók and Zoltán Kodály, achieved great success home and abroad as well. The notion of culture expanded in this era. The growing popularity of radio shows and movies led to the emergence of a kind of pop culture as well. The contemporary media raised its own stars who defined style and fashion. Many of them were lured into politics during World War II. For example, Zita Szelecki, Antal Páger, Piri Vasari, and on the other side also Tamás Major, Hilda Gobbi, to mention only a few.